here. Yes, it's true. I'm here. Greetings, Earthlings, and wow, I'm kind of dark, aren't I? Planet Mitch here. GiveawayRocket.com is the place to be for all things to learn about giveaway stuff, contests, giveaways, lead magnets. For those of you who don't know me, I am Planet Mitch. Look, if I had this set up right, you would see it instantly pop in, but the buttons are running kind of slow, and I don't know why. I don't know why. It's good to see you here. Thank you for popping in. Let me know if you're here, because we know the almighty comments. See, it took that long for my name to show up. I don't get it. I don't quite get why it's taking so long. Such is life, right? Maybe it's, I have a very fast computer. But anyway, a couple of things to get through. But I do have today a very nice campaign from Andrea, who is struggling to get some good leads. And I did a basic review for her yesterday, and she has graciously allowed me to show all y'all on Contest Review Day, which is every Wednesday. Monday is Tip of the Week. Tuesday is the Up-Viral Co-Pilot Show, and you see that logo right there. You really ought to be in the Co-Pilot Show. Yesterday was Q&A day, and we had a whole lot of fun over there. And there's a couple of things I want to get to just before we launch into the review for Andrea. And I got one more thing to close down. Andrea, I hope you're here. Oh, you are here. Hi. Oh, mercy. I wasn't looking at the comments. All right. I'm going to close a couple of things because I got a lot of stuff open on my computer that I don't need anymore. I've got Up-Viral open just in case. All right. So, Art is here. Thank you, Art. Glad to see you, Art. I am not here. Good morning anyway. You are here. I see you. You commented. And Andrea is here. Thank you in advance. You're welcome in advance. Even though sometimes I get a little energized and I worry about people thinking I'm blasting them. But what I'm trying to do is to help you grow your business and to make things better for you. Hey, look how fast that switched. If you haven't seen it yet, my good friend Paul Pruitt, who is one of my mentors and doing some awesome, awesome stuff. And I thought I had this set up so that it would show you the top of the screen, but somehow the top of the screen's getting cut off. Why is that? Let me move it down a little bit so you can see. Paul Pruitt, awesome guy. He is currently doing what he is calling the Facebook Ads Challenge. It's going to start on Monday. But I decided to help him a little bit. If you are struggling with Facebook ads, I really, 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 really trust Paul Pruitt. And if you go to adschallenge.com, the link is in the description up above. But if you go to adschallenge.com, you can sign up for this. I will be there. Andreas says, oh, I really appreciate that. That's a good comment. You're not critiquing me, you're critiquing my campaign. It's like we tell our kids, we love you. It's that behavior that you just did that we don't like, right? It's very, very, very true. So if you're struggling with your Facebook ads, the challenge starts Monday. I do not get anything from this other than Paul loving on me, but Paul loves on me anyway. I'm not getting any affiliate commission or anything here. This is just me simply giving you an alert that try the challenge, see what Paul does. And I have seen, by the way, I'm laughing because I'm amazed. What he is doing is fascinating. And even if you don't, you're signing up for the ads challenge just to see how he does this, because this is going to be very unique. It is nobody else has done that I'm aware of. Not that I know everybody on the planet, but the way he's going to do this is very unique. I am in his Dream 100 program, which is a whole nother topic, which is fabulous, by the way. And he's given us a preview of what he's doing here, and the concept is phenomenal. So you're going to want to tune in to that. That's adschallenge.com. The link is in the description. Tooting my own horn briefly before I get to Andrea's stuff. If you go to AMA, that's askmeanything.giveawaymastermind.com, every other Thursday, so tomorrow, I am doing the free giveaway mastermind. Now, this is actually an UpViral campaign. For those of you who don't think that UpViral does anything other than contests, this is a simple lead magnet to get you to sign up to come to my Ask Me Anything session for the giveaway mastermind tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern, where for an hour I will be answering all of your questions. Free. All you got to do is put your name and your email to get notified. UpViral campaign as a lead magnet. What a concept. Also, just another minor plug, if you want to know more about what I'm doing, go to my store over at giveawayrocket.com, also called the shop. You know, what do you call it? Do you call it a store or do you call it a shop? One of the things on here that I'm really hoping to get many of you in, and Andrea, this could be a potentially good thing for you, is the Movers Mastermind. It's $97 a month until I get the first 20 people in there, and then it's going up, and we're getting close to our 20. So, I clicked on the buy button, which took me to the thing, to the cart, and I wanted to go actually to the description. If you tune in to the Giveaway Mastermind tomorrow, you'll see some of what we do inside the Movers Mastermind. But here is the entire program. If you want to see that information, it's in the shop. Now, just as a last tiny bit of promotion from me, this is what my friend Jason, who joined the Movers Mastermind, said to me yesterday after our session. Thanks, everyone, for helping me get lined out and overcoming my fears and concerns. Now, Jason and I have known each other for a long time, and he is finally moving. This is the joy of, and the reason I called it the Movers Mastermind is because I am trying to get people moving. Andrea's already moving. She's got her campaign up and running, and she's struggling a bit. And we're going to try to help her fix some of that. By the way, I have a hard out today. I have another session at 10 o'clock, so I can't ramble like I usually do. But notice the last thing that Jason said. Thanks, Mitch Onger. Very encouraging and so worth coming into the group. Priceless. Everybody that's in the group is saying similar things. All right. Finished that. Andrea also said, by the way, digging the lights. And I laugh because actually they've fallen down. This is the fallen down mode. And I've just kind of thrown them back up. I've got a whole plan to work on some better lights in the background. I just haven't managed to make time to implement that. So, any questions? If anybody has any questions before we get started, happy to answer questions at any point. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at Andreas Campaign. Now, yesterday, she told me that there were 2 landing pages, and I happened to get the second landing page, which has a video on it, and I watched the video, and I told her that the video was helpful, but you got to remember that people are not going to... I'm thinking as I'm talking, and it's slowing me down. People, I've found, don't tend to watch videos unless they understand why they're watching the video. And I'm going to explain to you why Andrea's other landing page, this one, is also struggling a bit. But I decided what I wanted to do is show you something which I think really helps people totally understand what is going on. I'm just trying to decide which page to go to. I think it's this one I think I want to show. Now, there are 2 pages in every Up Viral campaign. And I show you this because I do run into people who don't really even understand that it's a 2-page process. The first page is the lead page. That's this one. And you're going to send traffic into the lead page. And you're going to ask people to opt in. And I'm going to hang with me for just a second, because this is very critical, I think, to what Andrea needs to understand in her process. And once this kind of goes off in her head, I think the light bulbs are going to start going off. All right. Now, if somebody signs up, they go to the share page. Now I have clicked it, enter, and that might be kind of small. Let me blow this up a bit. And it's a little blurry on the blurry side. But whether it's a lead opt-in or whether it's a contest or whatever, they're clicking the button to send their user information over to you. And then they get to the share page. And on the share page, we're going to ask them to do some social sharing, right? And this is that's not what I want. It's this one. Similar graphic than the other one, but it has some more stuff on it. In the sharing page, we are asking people to do the social sharing, right? When they sign up for your offer, the next thing we do, the Up Viral Ask the Viral part of this, is that we ask people to share. And when they share, they are sharing out on their social media, right? Or they are sending a message to their friend. There's a variety of different ways of doing that. When they share, this traffic that is coming into the front end of this is cold traffic. The social sharing message that you put on your campaign is the only thing that anybody that has entered the campaign and has shared. Let me back up and say that a little differently. The social sharing message is what your entrants, the people that have entered to get your offer, are sharing on their social media, and you have the people that see that, the only thing they see is that message. This message on the social sharing has to be enough to get people to click in and come into your campaign. If this message is wrong, if this message is not clear, I shouldn't say wrong, if it's not clear, then you're not going to even grab those people to bring them in. Rita, bless your heart. Rita says, I'm in the Movers Mastermind, and I totally agree. Thank you for that, Rita. Rita is another one who is building her campaign right now inside our Movers Mastermind. There ain't no just training going on over there. We're frickin' working. So thank you for that, Rita. I wanted to do that. I didn't want to do that. Anyway. Okay, is this making sense, this social sharing thing? The people that come in this way through social sharing are cold traffic. You have no idea who those people are. They could be Betty Lou's aunt and uncle that saw your social sharing message and they're coming into the campaign. They have no idea who you are, why you're there. The only thing they saw while they were flipping on their phone was your social sharing message, and they went, oh, I'm curious. And bang, they land on your lead page. Now, your direct traffic, right? The direct traffic, you could do Facebook ads to those folks. You could say to Facebook, I only want to talk to people that are currently reading or have cancer or whatever. In Andreas' case, we're talking about cancer. You can highly target your direct traffic. You cannot highly target the sharing, the viral traffic, except for your social sharing message. If your social sharing message, and you're talking about helping people that have cancer, is about Fruit Loops, they're not going to click in. They're not going to come in. The social sharing message has to uniquely bring in your target audience into your campaign. And I know Andrea told me behind the scenes that she didn't quite understand that, and the light bulb's going off, right? I know she's starting to grasp this. This stuff is not intuitively obvious from the UpViral training, frankly. As much as I know, like, and trust folks in UpViral, this is one of the things that most people struggle with when they come in and start creating their campaign. They don't really understand how all the pieces fit together. And I hear that over and over and over. All right, so let's go back to Andrea's campaign. Now, when you build your campaign, you know everything there is to know about it. You are building this. Andrea built this knowing how she's sharing, what Facebook ads she's going to run, what her message is. She knows what the content is on the back end. She knows all that stuff. So when I talk to people, when I do reviews, the first thing I ask you to do is to take off your hat. I have a hat. Where's the hat? Take off the hat of, I know everything about this campaign, and put it on backwards. And put on the hat that says, I don't know what's going on. Why am I here? Because you will have cold traffic hitting this page. When you design your campaign correctly, you might know that there are people that are interested, I shouldn't say interested, that are impacted by cancer and they want to know more in Andrea's case. So we've at least filtered those people a little bit with our social sharing message. Now, all that being said, do I look goofy with my hat? It does look kind of goofy, doesn't it? All right. That being said, now let's look at this, and this is how I try to look at campaigns. I don't want to know anything about what you're doing before I come here, because I want to be cold traffic. Andrea has... She just said, I should have had my business partner review the campaign. Are you trying to tell me your business partner doesn't know what you're doing? Sorry. Possibly. And what you should do is have other people who don't know what you're doing look at your campaign before you launch it. Or you can pay me to look at it for you. That's actually in the store if you want to go look for it. So, somebody coming in fresh, when I see this, I see Cancer U, learn more about clinical trials. Okay? Let's suppose that I do have cancer. God forbid, let's knock on wood. I don't want to have cancer. I don't want anybody to have cancer. It's horrible. I have lost family members to cancer. I do not like cancer. I have, in fact, somebody in my family that is terminally ill, stage 4, all that kind of stuff. It's horrific. So bless you, Andrea, for working on this topic. But when I first come here, so let's say I'm thinking about my family member that is in deep doo-doo, all right? Actually, Andrea says, I wish I could afford you. The Movers Mastermind is only $97 a month. It's not that expensive. And the value, I think, if you ask the other people, would tell you that it's worth a hell of a lot more than that. Cancer. So, I'm coming in here. Family members sick with cancer. I want to see if I can figure out some stuff. Cancer U. Learn more about clinical trials. Now, I've got a vague idea that clinical trials are out there, right? I watch the doctor shows. Everybody knows that there are possible new medicines that are being tested, etc. Okay, so I kind of maybe sort of understand what's going on. Then there's this picture that says, up here it says in small letters, it says Cancer U. Let me blow this up a little bit. Cancer U. And so this is a well-crafted image of what is probably her front end for her membership or her training program, whatever this is. Andrea says, I'm bootstrapping my health tech startup, burning through money, but back to the review. All right. Again, though, I came here because you teased me about cancer, and then you're showing me this big picture of the back end, the front end of the dashboard of Cancer U. I don't know what it is. I don't know why you're showing it to me. I don't know what the benefit is yet. Claim your free membership to Cancer U. I don't know what it is. Andrea, I'm sorry, but I don't know what this is that you're offering. If you have advanced cancer, clinical trials should be your first option, not a last resort. Okay, you've tried to tell me a little bit of something. Okay? But again, I am cold traffic. I don't know. I haven't seen your Facebook ads. I haven't seen anything else you've done. I am cold traffic. Then you ask me for my name and my email, and then you say, download clinical trial worksheets. I don't know what that is. You told me I could get into Cancer U, but I don't know what this is. Now, I'm trying not to be mean. I'm trying to help you understand that the user experience, and I just like what Art said, baby steps create a buyer journey. Great phrase. In this case, the journey that the person that comes in that is cold traffic is they're going to bounce. They're gone. They're out of here because they don't understand what your offer is. I might have cancer. My friend might have cancer. But I don't know what the offer is. You haven't given me any indication as to why I should put my name and my email in there. And so I'm out. And so Andrea said in the Upviral group that her conversion rates were really low. This is the first step. If this page does not sell me, and I know you're not potentially not selling me anything yet, but even a free lead magnet is a sell. You still have to convince me to give up my email address. One of the things that people tell me over and over and over is, even though there's this phrase, which I kind of liked, because spam tastes awful, even though there's that phrase, people are very secure about their email address. They will not give up their email address just on a whim. Now, there are some people that have disposable email addresses where they will sign up for something because they don't care what mail you're going to send them, but you don't want that one. She even said, Andrea said, I want your best email address. But in order to earn my best email address, Andrea, you have to tell me what the offer is. You have said, I'm going to make this a little smaller so we see it all kind of sort of in one view. You have said, Cancer U, learn more about clinical trials. I can move this up a little bit because we don't care about the URLs at the top anymore. But if you look at this message, everybody that's listening, thank you for being here. Everybody that's listening, look at this message and pretend you're cold traffic and tell me whether you would give up your email address. You can go ahead and type it in the comments. I could pretty much guarantee that just about every one of you, even if you have cancer, are going to go, okay, Cancer U, clinical trials, claim my free membership to Cancer U. I don't know what it is. I see a picture of what I think the front end is. Clinical trials should be your first option. Am I going to give up my email address? Bill would be willing to bet that the vast majority of people, which she's already saying is true because people aren't signing up, they're saying no. They're not signing up. Now, the key to that, by the way, is to be able to analyze the data on the other end. Now, I haven't seen Andrea's data. All I'm just doing is going on based on what she said in the Facebook group, that she was struggling getting signups. I can't see those numbers. I don't know whether they're direct or referred or who's doing what. But we can certainly look at this and go, ugh. Now, the warm traffic may have more information. They may have seen the video. They may have text. And she did show me her ads. But again, that's warm traffic. You have to remember that you're hopefully going to have a whole bunch of people coming in as cold traffic. And you got to be able to convince those people to sign up right here, right now. And if you don't do that, they're gone. Hi, Roma. I didn't know Roma was here. I wouldn't go. Mitch is right. You have cancer. I'm sorry. Is that now? Let's not talk about your personal issues. I'm sorry. But most of us would bounce because they don't know enough information. This has to be a sales page. Even if you're giving away free information, this has to be a sales page. All right, now I'm sorry I do have to run in about 25 minutes, so I'm going to keep moving. So I'm going to put in my info, and I've already been through this. PMR is giveawayrocket.com. Again, the trials worksheets doesn't really match up to the free membership. I don't understand what I'm getting, whether I'm getting a membership or worksheets. You got to make your message consistent. And like Art said, create a buyer journey. Make sure that they understand what they're getting here. Make sure that they understand why they're giving up their email address. Because if they don't understand why they're giving it up, they're not going to give it up. Now, by the way, Andrea, I have all kinds of samples. I'm going to go back to my store. If you go to giveawayrocket.com, that's not the one, I'm sorry, this one. And you come into the store, there are all kinds of things. There's the contest email collection where you can get a whole bunch of emails that I've gathered and written. It's absolutely free. You can get case studies, ebooks. There's a free countdown timer if you want that. There's a checklist that is not free. There is this instant up viral campaign clone scripts. Now, the part of the reason you want this is to go in and see some other campaigns. But there's also, like, I'm just going to go scroll down here to the Safari one. You can actually go see a couple of demo campaigns. And I'm going to click on this one. And is it taking me? Yeah, it's the landing page. So this campaign I built with the same template that you built this with. All right, it's the same up viral template. I'm going to make it a little smaller so it's not overwhelming. There's a video at the top. You don't have to do a video. The videos always don't always convert. Whole nother topic. Win a luxury safari, $12,000. Now here, notice I'm doing some explanation of why somebody would want to win this. Now, obviously, a $12,000 trip to Africa is, most people understand the joy of that, right? But we're delighted to offer you the chance to win an unforgettable safari getaway for two to Zimbabwe, iconic, spectacular, blah, 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 right? So there's some descriptive information. Even though most people understand what this safari is, we're explaining them, putting it in their head to picture why they want to be here. I described the grand prize. There was a countdown timer. And notice down here, in the same spot that you have the copyright notice and the terms and conditions, in that same spot, look what I've got in my campaign. About the sponsors, because this was sponsored by 3 different companies. About the destinations. Look, there's pictures. And now imagine this guy with a camera is sitting right here on this platform shooting pictures of elephants because elephants are coming up to this pond to drink. Oh, look at that. I'd love to be on that boat, right? Africa guide taking you and your wife. Ooh, lions drinking in the pond. They're up close. About the accommodations. I love this picture. This picture really grabbed me. Imagine having dinner with somebody helping you eat your dinner. Everybody in the group is sitting and looking out on the pond where the animals are coming up to drink at the end of the day. Imagine, I mean, see how I'm getting goosebumps right now. I want this trip. Picture yourself sitting in the pool, over the beach, or over the lake, or whatever, on this holiday, etc., etc. There's more terms and conditions. This is the same template that you have. Yours is that long. My daughter's sending me text messages. And my campaign is this long on the landing page. We had 7,800 people sign up for this campaign. Yes, it was a very attractive $12,000 trip to Africa. But we also put people in the place. We put them in there. You need to talk about their pain points, Andrea. Yes, you've got cancer, or yes, your family member has cancer. Here's the thing. The story you have about your sister is very compelling, and I can picture myself in that story. But there is none of that story in here. Like Art said, create a buyer journey. Get them to sympathize, to understand you've been there. Convince them to sign up. Tell them why this is going to help them. You're not doing any of that on the landing page. All right, so let's move on. And this is a different share page than what I got yesterday. So you're split testing, you're doing different stuff. So here's video. Claim your free membership to Cancer U. Now, you just told me on the front page, claim it. I don't understand why I'm trying to claim it again. Didn't I just get it? No, I have to share with friends and earn points. What are the points? How many points do I need? Here's unlock reward. Download clinical. It's open. I can click it and I can do something. You have 7 points. I have 7 points. Woo! What do the 7 points get me? By the way, you can edit all of this stuff. You can change that text, which you already know how to do. But why do I want to copy this text? You want to copy this URL. I don't want to copy the text. You did figure out you could change this. Why do I want to get points? What are the points helping me do? The first part of it should be, hey, congratulations, thank you for giving me your email or whatever. But congratulate them for taking the first step. Explain to them what else they have to do. Pardon me, my breakfast is not being nice to me. Andrea said, awesome, thank you. And that was about the safari thing. Both pages, landing and social sharing, did poorly. my experience has been the videos, unless they're highly targeted to telling people what to do down below, how to earn points and stuff, it's not about selling. We're not selling here. Pardon me. Typically, we are not selling here. We are trying to get their attention to get them to do the sharing bits. Okay, this is not about selling, and there are different ways that you can use these pages, and yes, you can do selling, but right now in your campaign, you're trying to walk them through the customer journey, as Art said, the buyer's journey of what to do to earn points to get these other things. There's no numbers here. You haven't identified how many points they need to get these things. Picture yourself coming in here and you don't know what's going on. Would I understand what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to get these people to do and why they're doing it? And you would say, no, I failed miserably there. Sorry. But you have, right? The customer is not going to understand what to do here. There's no motivation, you're not, I think I've beat that one up. There's a whole lot more you need to do. And by the way, you can sign up for the Safari and you will get on my email list. So I will send you additional information. But if you sign up for this, you can see what I did on the sharing page. Okay. There are other ones that you can sign up to go visit. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, Facebook login. The last thing, oh my gosh, what's my current password? Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, I just learned a lesson. Be very careful. And now I have to change all my passwords. All right, wasn't that fun? Oh my gosh. Isn't that fun? All right. I'm can you tell I'm now stumped, but I can fix that. And I know some of you are saying, well, Mitch, it wasn't on the screen that long for me to write anything down, but people will take the video and they will stop and they will pause and then they'll write everything down. So I got to fix that. And I can't do anything about it right now. So, Facebook. Copy. Paste. All right. Facebook message, this one, the key to this is that you have to scroll and picture people scrolling on their phones. They're scrolling, and they're going to see this message and they're either going to stop and click or they're going to just keep scrolling. This message, as I was talking about before, when I was over here in this sharing message, they're either going to come into your campaign or they're not. And if this message isn't good, Rita said delete the recording. I can do that, but I still want to have this available for people to see. I need to just change passwords anyway, but thank you for that. This message has to be directed towards people to get them into your campaign. Now notice what she did was Cancer U, help me earn a free membership. Now, I have, and Andrea, it's okay. I have seen people do this before. I've seen other contest tools do something similar where you are asking people on your timeline, and again, let's picture Betty Lou, who signed up for Andrea's campaign, so we're not talking about Andrea. Betty Lou signed up for this campaign. She's got a friend with cancer. She wants to earn this membership, which we still don't understand how we're doing it. Don't Betty Lou does not want to ask her friends to help her earn something. What we want Betty Lou to do is to share a message that will get people to come into your campaign. Cancer is an interesting topic, right? Obviously. But what we're not asking Betty to do is to share a message that says, help Betty Lou earn a membership, because nobody's going to help Betty Lou do that. It's not about Betty Lou. It's about Betty Lou helping others so that they can get the information that Andrea needs to share. Right? It's about that. It's not about getting Betty Lou to earn something. She wants the free membership, but she doesn't want to ask people to help her do that. It's the wrong message to be sending out here. I don't know, does that make sense, Andrea and anybody? This message is critical. I talked about this a lot on the Co-Pilot show yesterday. Actually, we talked about, I'm sorry, not late yesterday, but the week before, when we did the Canva show about using Canva to build your social sharing messages. We talked about it a lot. This is one of the most critical pieces in your campaign, because you got a picture people scrolling on their phones or on their desktop through Facebook, and they're just casually scrolling, and Betty Lou shared a message. What does that message say to get people to come into your campaign? If they don't stop and spend time looking at this, they're not going to come into your campaign. This is one of the top killers of viral campaigns or any contest tool. If this message isn't right, nobody's going to stop. And I last week's show, this Wednesday, I reviewed a whole bunch of campaigns and campaign images that were just absolute dogs. This is a critical piece. If this doesn't work, nobody's coming in through that viral loop. Nobody's going to come to your campaign, because this is the only targeting for that cold traffic. If this message right here doesn't grab them, you've lost them. You've lost any opportunity. You might as well throw a viral in the trash. Critical piece. This message is critical. I keep saying it because it's important, and I want you to make sure you understand how critical this piece is. And it is so often broken. It is so often broken. All right. So then, what can she do to fix this? Tons of messaging on the front end. Go in and look at the Safari campaign. There's another one if I go into the store right now. There is the Fuji campaign. Now, the Fuji campaign's a bit different. I don't remember where it is, so I'm just going to do find Fuji. Here it is. So if I click on see demo, I can see the campaign. This one was very different because I decided that the prize was fairly obvious. So the first thing I did was just talked about the camera. This is a brand new camera, had just been announced. They were giving 3 of them away. I did include some testimonials, some review comments up at the top. And on the right-hand side, there was a video, and the video did not get many plays, I confess. And there was information about the camera, if people needed to know something about it. The vast majority of people came to this page. We got a conversion rate about 35%. came to this page. They said, oh, I know that's a new camera that Fuji's offering. I want to win that. And they signed up. Offering a physical prize like this is a little bit easier because I don't have to convince people of their pain points, right? I don't have to convince them that they really need to have it. Photographers can understand this. But even when we did the safari, we put the visuals in their head. We tried to get them to imagine themselves on that safari, taking that customer journey, as Art said. Visually going to that spot. And we got a lot of good signups. All right. Does anybody have any questions? So, Andrea, I hope we've gotten a lot of visibility as to what you could do. I hope everybody else that's watching this or the recording understands that there are gobs and gobs of options for you. You need to convince people to sign up. It's a sales page. Give them as much information as they need. Don't rely on other materials that people will just come in here and sign up because they've been convinced in other places. Even if they are, all they got to do is sign up. They already know to sign up. Everybody else you have to convince. All right? Does that help? Andrea, does that provide some valuable input for your campaign? Do you want to make some changes and come back to me next week or tomorrow or whenever? Let me know. I'd be happy to look at the new changes that you make. It's kind of quiet. This is the problem with not having a Zoom room. I get used to being like in the Movers Mastermind. We're in a Zoom room. We get lots of feedback about stuff. And it's doing this Facebook Live thing where all I get is a couple of comments now and then. Andrea said, thank you so much. You're welcome. This is the stuff that really lights me up. I really love to be able to help. Again, my whole point is that I want you to have a better campaign so that you can serve people. Andrea is in a medical niche where we all know you guys need a lot of help, and bless your heart for trying to help people that are in these very challenging situations. Yes, I know there's a delay, Andrea says. Art said, good stuff, Mitch. Thanks. You're all welcome. As I said earlier, I do have to go today. I can't sit around and talk for a whole bunch, even though that's my favorite thing to do, because I have a group of people coming in, probably close to 100, coming in to learn a little bit more about UpViral. So thanks for tuning in. I do show up on Mondays and Wednesdays and at other random times, but at the same time every Monday and Wednesday, if you're on my email list, you'll get more information about those kind of things. You can always catch me on the Copilot show until they fire me on Tuesdays for UpViral. Mitch, Andrea says, if you or a family member would like a free membership, just PM me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Linda's here. She's one of my movers. I know that you will not see this until after, but I always enjoy these little tips. You're welcome, Linda. But, so I did see it before I left. All right, we will talk to you guys next week for sure. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And just follow me. Make sure you're a friend of mine so that you will see my notifications. Thanks for tuning in. Andrea, thanks you so much for being brave and letting me examine your campaign live in front of my audience. Hope that serves everybody who tuned in, and I will catch you again soon, whenever that